Hello, everyone. This is Sean from Having Fun Repairs. This isn't your typical repair video, not by any means. Today, I'm doing a one-off video to basically just sit down and have some coffee with my faithful My Mate Vince coffee mug you see here, and just go over some things with the channel with y'all that are upcoming. Mostly because of life-changing events for myself and needing to make some minor adjustments. Now, typically, as of this past year, I've been releasing videos either Friday or Thursday, about every week, minus 1 week a month sometimes, because I'm making content over on Patreon as well, some training videos. But that's going to have to kind of dial back a bit, and the reason being is because over the past 20 years or so, 20 years and 10 days to be exact, I've been employed through military service here in the United States, and I've traveled the globe, and it's been a very good experience. But I've recently retired. Actually, as of now, I'm on terminal leave. I've been on terminal leave for about a month, and by the end of this month, this being October 2023, I'll be fully retired. And what that means is I don't have a job, but I do have one lined up. Now, the job that I have lined up is going to take us out of the state of Oklahoma and move us to Mississippi, which means that, yet again, just like when we left the UK to come to Oklahoma, there's going to be a period where I won't be able to make content. We're going to have to move, or I have to find a place to live, all that stuff. But in the interim, I have pre-recorded some videos, as I try to do, just so I can get some content onto my page. Now, is it going to be every week? Probably not. Maybe every 2 weeks. We'll see how it goes. I spoke with my Patreon know I might release some of the older HFR training series videos up on the channel that are on Patreon over onto the channel, simply because they are older. I don't know. Still debating that. It really just depends on how quickly we're able to get back into the grooves of things as family, which is ultimately what is been the driving factor over many things since I hit retirement. For those of you who are aware with the military, you spend a lot of time either at work or gone, and that kind of, when you're hitting, when you get older, you kind of reassessing, especially when you're a husband and a father of 4. And my kids are all young because I'm married a little later in life, and we had kids at a I should say probably wiser age. But everybody has kids at the age that is appropriate to them. And that's not to say that I'm any wiser. Probably still one of the biggest idiots my wife has ever met. But part of trying to find that job in the future beyond a military career is looking at for myself, I don't want to take a job that's going to have me gone all the time again. After 20 years of that, it's time to call that chapter to a close permanently, especially with 4 kids. That can get very rough on any household. I also wasn't looking for a job that's going to create a big stress on the family dynamic because of the intensity of the job, or the demands of the job, or anything like that. And fortunately, the Lord lined up a teaching position for me, in which my wife and I sat down and talked over, and we ended up accepting. Whether we stay there or not too sure. Things are going to play out how they need to play out for my family. Because that's just something that we learned a long time ago. My wife's wanting to get into vet tech school, and I was able to sign my GI Bill over to her so she can capitalize on that. And it's just waiting for a lot of things to, still to continue to line up so that way both our goals and everything that we sit down and discuss can be met. But that's essentially it. So I will be an instructor of technology here in the near future. When you leave federal service, especially military service, you have something called a cool down period before you can. This will be a instructor position with back in the federal service, but on the civilian side, which means for me a lot less stress, no uniform, I'm not having to work weekends. Matter of fact, I think I get every other Friday off in this job. It's going to be Groundhog Day because it's a teaching job. I'm going to get up and set up my classroom and instruct all day, and then at the end of the day, clock out and go home and be with my family. So I think that's all good things. But like I said, on the interim, that means that I've got some videos pre-recorded. There's a lot of vehicle maintenance I need to get done and prep for the move. We'll be driving ourselves and our kids, obviously. Packing up the car, some things. We'll have movers here in about roughly 3.5 weeks. Movers will come to pack up our house. That will be heading out. And just a lot of odds and ends that we have to work on in order to prep for this move. So there will be some vehicle maintenance type videos that will be spun up for the channel. I have a data recovery video coming up that I need to get scheduled out. Just got done repairing a little small boom box, CD player / Bluetooth line and FM radio. It had a complaint of not being able to read discs, and the display wasn't working as it was supposed to, as it did from the factory. Some things I had to resolve on that. And gonna most likely release some of the earlier Patreon videos to fill in the gaps. We got a STEM video I think I haven't released yet. My kids and I, we did a fun little STEM project. They love doing STEM projects, science experiments, that kind of stuff. Just different kind of, to them it's an activity, and they thoroughly enjoy doing an activity with their dad. So we did a STEM project here recently as well that I'll get up on the channel. But that being said, the intent of this video is to say, hey, bear with me for a little bit. We're on the move. I'll probably share some photos and stuff over here on YouTube. And maybe every once in a while we'll see how that goes. But just to say, hey, actually, before I forget, I'm having to shut down the business until this move is finalized. Because there's just no way I can keep up with any clients and repairs while traveling and things being packed up and all that stuff too. So this is all going to be an interim phase, and this video is to say, hey, please bear with me for a little bit as we travel, as we need to get settled back in. I'll get back into the swing of things just like I did when we moved from the UK to here. Start getting more steady content built back up. And hopefully back to a weekly thing in the not too distant future. But for now, I do have some videos scheduled out. They'll be released as time appropriate. I'm going to map out a game plan here soon with all the content that I do have recorded in the order I want to release it over the next couple months. That way, there is content still coming to all of you out here. And that also means I got quite a bit of video editing to do. Still get done, but it is what it is. That being said, thanks for joining me over this short little coffee break and channel update and announcement that life changes, and I appreciate your patronage here on YouTube as well. Y'all really helped grow this channel. Well, we're getting close to about 1,300 subscribers at this point, and I'm not too far away from actually being monetized, which is it's interesting. Do I really care about my channel being monetized? No, not really. It's not going to pay the bills, and and I'm not looking to be for YouTube to pay the bills at all. But you know, if it does and there is some revenue coming there, I can then take that revenue and put it back in the channel, or maybe on occasion use it to take my wife out for dinner or breakfast, or you know, a movie, or whatever she wants to do, which is probably going to be going to a bookstore so she can buy some books. But you know, that is life, and that's basically what this video is about. It is about life and how life kind of just, you know, ebbs and flows and changes, and so you just roll with it. But anyways, thank you for sticking out watching this video. If you have, thank you for being a member of my channel. If you are, if you just happen to stumble across this video and you're not subscribed to this channel, please watch some of my repair and stem videos and all that stuff, and become a subscriber to this channel. Those things help it to grow. All that being said, because I feel like I'm waffling at this point, take care and goodbye.
Bark.